Today we will discuss about the most interesting topics, that is IUPAC name of an organic compound, IUPAC name in easy trick. So that means IUPAC means that is International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. That is the name of an organic compound which is given, which is accepted internationally. So before that we should know about the organic compounds. So what do you mean by organic compounds? So organic compounds or organic chemistry which deals with the study of hydrocarbon and its derivatives. That means the compounds of carbon. And we all know about that carbon has tetravalencies, that it always bonded with 4 other atoms. So it must be satisfy its valency. So hydrocarbons means that it always bonded with the hydrogen atoms. If we take an example, if a carbon atom is bonded with 3 chlorine atom, and you must have that means that there may be a hydrogen bond which with the carbon atom. So how to know an organic compound? It is a very important or necessary for all of us. So today we will discuss about that IUPAC name. So an IUPAC name contains 4 parts. One is your word root. Second one is your primary suffix. Third one is your secondary suffix. And 4 is your prefix. So if you remember all these 4 factors, that means word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix and prefix, then you can nomenclature, you can give the name of an or any organic compound. So before that you should know about the word root, primary suffix and a secondary suffix and prefix. So first of all we have to know what are the word root of organic compound. Before for such things, so we have to remember some word roots. So for IUPAC name of an organic compound, we have to first know about the word root. So for word root means the word root is given to an IUPAC name for showing the number of carbon atom. That means a compound contains the carbon atom that show by the word root. If a chain compound contains 1 carbon atom, then the word root is meth. If the compounds contain 2 carbon atoms, that means the word root is eth. And if the compound contains 3 carbon atom, prop and so on. Take a screenshot about the word root and remember it. It is very necessary for your IUPAC nomenclature. That means if a, suppose take an example, if a compound contains 8 carbon atom, then the word root is oct. Then we will proceed towards the, take a screenshot. Okay, thank you. Then we will proceed towards the primary suffix. The primary suffix show about the carbon-carbon bond. That means if the compound contains at least a carbon, single bond carbon, then the primary suffix is -ane. Okay. If the carbon contains 1 double bond, then the primary suffix is -ene. And if the compound contains 1 carbon-carbon triple bond, mind it is always given as the carbon-carbon bond, not to bonded with other atoms. It is not an important point. The carbon is bonded with oxygen or any other heteroatoms, means nitrogen, oxygen. That is not our work. So we have to know if the compounds contain a triple bond between carbon and carbon, then the primary suffix will be -yne. So remember it, that is primary suffix. So let's go towards the secondary suffix, another part of an organic compound, that is secondary suffix. So secondary suffix tells about the presence of functional group. So we should know about the what is the functional group and what are the suffixes. So for secondary suffix, I have to tell that the secondary suffix relates or show the presence of functional group in a organic compound. If the functional group, that means functional groups which tells about the characteristics of a compound. The group of compound, the class of compound which tells about the characteristics, that is functional group. So, if a compound contains a alcohol functional group, that is if a chain compound or a straight chain compound or branch chain, whatever it may be, if it contains a single bond OH group, that means it contains alcohol. So secondary suffix must be OL, that is secondary suffix. Secondary suffix must be hyphen OL. Then if the compounds contain an aldehyde, that means single bond CHO, or you can write single bond C double bond OH, that is the contains the functional group for aldehyde. So if a compound contains a functional group of aldehyde, then the secondary suffix must be hyphen Al. So if a compound contains a ketone group, that means a compound contains a carbonyl group, that is single bond C double bond O single bond. If a compound contains a ketone group, so the secondary suffix must be hyphen OL. So take a screenshot of all the functional group and its secondary suffix. So by knowing all these four factors, that means word root, primary suffix, secondary suffix, and your prefix. I will tell you about the prefix. Then you can write any IUPAC name of an organic compound. Any organic compound can be named as per the rule. So we will go towards the prefixes. Okay. So we will come towards the substituent and its prefixes. That means a organic compound may contain some substituent that which may differ from a functional group or may be side chain. So for that side chain or substituent, we have to add the prefixes in the IUPAC name. So that means if a compound contains a CH3, that means if you take and suppose we'll take a example, that is CH3, CH3, CH2 and COOH. Suppose we take about the example, if the chain compound is a carboxylic, that the compound contains a functional group of carboxylic acid, and this is the main parent chain, and it is a substituent or side chain. For that purpose, we have to add prefixes. So if a compound contains a substituent of CH3, then the prefixes must be methyl. If the compound contains C2H5, then the substituent or prefix is for that substituent, the prefix is methyl will be added. And ETC means, that means if the C3H7, then it will be propyl and so on. Again, if we contain a halogen like chloro, fluoro, bromo or iodo, then the prefixes is like chloro, fluoro. That means if the compound contains chlorine, then its prefixes must be chloro. And if the compound contains fluorine, so its prefixes must be fluoro. And if a compound contains NO2, then the prefixes will be nitroso and so on. So take a screenshot of that particular, and then we will go towards some example that will show how they are used in the IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. So we have to name such examples, how to nomenclature or how to give the IUPAC name of that compounds, of these compounds. So if you take the first example, it is a straight chain compound. So there is other rules for IUPAC nomenclature. The first one is first select the longest carbon chain, that is the parent chain. Mind it, first select, you have to choose the first longest chain, then you have to number it from that side which is lower or prior to the substituent or functional group. Okay. So if you take that example of in this compound, the straight chain compound, there is no functional group, also there is no side chain, so it is a straight chain compound. So as per the rule, we have to number, we can number it from every side. So if you take the numbering from this side, then the compound contains 4 carbon atoms. For that, so we know that if the compound contains 4 carbon atoms, that means the word root must be but. As per the rule, the word root of the four compound contain 4 carbon atom, that the word root must be but. And if you see that the carbon and carbon, there is the only single bond. In each carbon atom there is presence of single bond. So the primary suffix will be ane. So simply this compound is butane. Okay. Then we'll go towards the second example. This compound contains 2 substituents. If you take this as principal or parent functional group, principal or parent chain, then it will be there is presence of 2 substituent. There is no presence of functional group. So we have to number 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means the substituent is present at a 2 position and a 3 position. If we count from right side, then the substituent present at a 2 and a 3 position. So we can number from left to right or right to left. There is no choice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means the compound contains 4 carbon atoms. So the word root must be but. So carbon carbon there is a presence of single bond. So primary suffix will be ane. Then the compound contains at 3 position, that is a substituent of chloro, and in 2 position there is a substituent of methyl. So as per the IUPAC nomenclature, if there is presence of 2 functional group or 2 substituent, the naming will be as the alphabetical order. The substituent name will be provided as per the alphabetic order. So the name of that compound will be as 3-chloro and 2-methyl butane. Very simple, easy trick. That first we have to choose the parent chain, then we number it that prior to the substituent or functional group. So that means if we number it from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, then the compound must be 3-chloro 2-methyl butane. Then we will take another example. The compound contains a functional group. So parent chain must be like this. So as the compound contains a functional group, so numbering should be done which is prior to functional group. That means number of this carbon will be 1, 2 and 3. So as the compound contains 3 carbon atoms, the word root must be prop. As there is a single bond between carbon and carbon, then the primary suffix must be ne. So as there is a presence of functional group and the secondary suffix will be ol, so it must be propan. Position of the functional group is 1, ol. Clear? So as the compound contains 3 carbon atoms, its word root is prop. Primary suffix is an. As the bond between the carbon is single bond, so ane. And as the compound contains a functional group of alcohol, it must be 1 ol. Clear? Then we will take another example, which is always comes in your exam. That means this compound. The common name of that compound is isopropyl alcohol. So how the common name is predicted and what are the common name of organic compound? So if you are interested to know the common name of organic compound, you may watch my next video. For that you may subscribe my channel. So how to name the IUPAC name of that compound, isopropyl alcohol? First, as per the rule, there is a we have to select the parent or longest chain. That means the longest chain will be as this. So we have to number it from this side 1, 2, 3. If we number from right side, then the number will be 1, 2, 3. From each side, the functional group get the same priority. So we can number from each side. So the number will be as 1, 2 and 3. So as the compound contains 3 carbon atoms, the word root must be proved. And as there is the single bond between carbon and carbon, the primary suffix is an. And as the alcohol group is present or attached to the ring at 2 position, the naming will be as 2ON. Okay. So you mean try to nomenclature of this compound, or you may practice from your handbook, and you can comments me in my comment section that what are the name of these organic compounds. You may take a screenshot. And another one is, if a compound contains this type of, that means a compound contains two substituents of same. That means if you numbered 1, 2 position contains a chloro and a 3 chloro position contains a chlorine atom. Then in the prefix section we have to add, that means 2, 3 dichloro. That means chloro and it is again was prefixed by di. That means 2 for di. If the contains same substituent for 2 same substituent, that is di, 3 for 3 tri, and so on, 4 tetra, and so on. So you can nomenclate the IPS name of you can give the IPS name of all these compounds. Okay. You can practice any nomenclature of organic compound, IPS nomenclature of organic compound from your handbook and other material, internet also. So, and give me comments which is not possible or which name you cannot give or predict of IPS name. And we in next class will discuss about the if a compound contains more than 2 functional group or more than 3 functional group, this type of compound. So you will discuss about such nomenclature of such compounds in our next section. So for that you may subscribe my channel, and for latest update you may press the bell icon. Okay, thank you all.